Hello guys and gals, and welcome to the second episode of Livin Loca. Just a few notes before we properly get into the fights. As you can see, we are in Lost Warehouse. I have mentioned this before, but this is because we are using Vansaar, and I want to show how useful he can be within his one-trick poniness. Also, because I am leveling up Junta. I've gone into Lost Warehouse because I said extra XP and the fact that fights don't count. So, bonus there for me. My lost win record isn't affected as such. And I can't think of a third reason, but I also just want to say that this will only be 3 fights because, we all know the deal with Lost Warehouse. You just stick some pills on, level up your characters, not really strategy because as your fight wins, your fight wins and losses don't really count. So, we'll get into the nitty gritty of things. Oh, I have 3 fully evolved characters. That is Sabia for her damage reduction. Nahar LD because she won't be used at any other time. And Vansaar for obvious reasons. Now, what was I going to say? Well, I was actually going to say something then, and I've completely forgotten. But right. So, Vansaar, he is often treated as the bottom of the leaders, the least useful, and I will agree with that to some extent. I mean, 6'5" is all right, but he's got nothing to help that. His ability really is for rooms like the Lost Warehouse. And because unless you're real desperate, you're not going to go out there in Fight Club and that with undeveloped cards. Now, instead of going through the pros and cons that I would, because I can't really think of that many in regards to Vansaar because of how one-dimensional he is in terms of his uses, I will actually go through the story of how my usage of Vansaar has changed. When I first played this game, I would use Vansaar all the time. I'd be like, right, training, Vansaar, let's go. Train up all my cards, and it was a lot of fun because even right now, I know you can't really see it with the opponent here because he got 3 fully evolved characters, but it's just, it was really fun, and it's still fun now to see all the different artworks, all the stuff you don't get to see in Fight Club because of fully evolved cards. But, as I had less and less cards to develop, and I was selling doubles and stuff, I was coming into here less and less and less. And I just, and then when the reserve system was introduced, I was never in the Lost Warehouse because I'm one of these people who will save up, wait until the reserve is at a good number and then just spend it on cards that need levelling up. Honestly, the last time I was in here and was using Vansaar was in that video I did called Waging War in the Lost Warehouse, and that was at least a good few months ago. I don't even think that was this. I would be surprised if that was even this year. But yeah, sorry. He's good for beginners in terms of the fact that they will have cards that they will need to level up and to get the rewards to get better cards. But as soon as a lot of people say, as soon as you hit level 15, level 20, you will not use Vansaar anymore, and they are right because it was about level 20 that I was stopped using him altogether. I was focusing on uppers and Montana at the time, I think. I still do now, but my decks will change now because I'm always doing missions, so I'm not one of these people who will be like, oh my god, new mission, have to get it done. But I just like having something to do, and oh yeah, of course, because Tank's only Tank's the only one that's at level 2. What was I going to say? It's actually quite annoying that when you go to Lost Warehouse, it will always put Vansaar in your hand if you have him in your deck, because I would have loved to have shown the difference that you get in XP with when you do have him in your hand compared to when you don't have him in your hand. Let's see, 90%. He would, let's say 100% is 700. He would probably be getting about 650, 675 maybe. I don't know the exact ins and outs. And of course, all the XP gained is, it's all calculated by if you get more if a higher level is beaten by a lower level. Let me rephrase that. It's more if your lower level beats a higher level, and here we go, they're all evolving. It's not just Junta I have to level up, but I'm using Junta in the fight because a lot of people would say that Vansaar would be in the La Junta if he was actually in a clan, and I will add some of that experience to Mecha Colos here. Have I got anyone else, or is it just Juntas? Oh no, Reeve as well. Why is it only... Does it not show you the other ones that are in your deck? I guess it doesn't show you the ones that are in your deck. See, you can tell how little I go into this room now. That was match 1, wasn't it? So let's go to match 2. Let's see if we can find another Vansaar and make them fight each other. No, it is. I think it is actually a shame that Vansaar, doesn't. I mean, it is helpful, his ability, but it's only helpful in a It's only helpful in a one-dimensional way. I mean, at least all the other okay. You could debate that Ashigaru is quite one-dimensional, but then I find going second is actually quite useful, because then it forces your opponent to move first and then you can tiptoe around their strategy. Okay, who we got here? So, Vansaar versus Vansaar. Nice. But yeah, at least Ashigaru has an 8-6 to... I mean, I don't think it would be overpowered if Vansaar was, say, a 7-6, because... But then again, you get stuff like Ashigaru and Eklor and all that more powerful stuff later on in the levels. I guess there is I guess because you get Vansaar at level 10, there is a reason why he's 6-5, or else everyone would be running around with these overpowered Vansaars. And you have El Cacturino. Oh, let's use Mylena's ability. It unlocks at 2. I thought it was always at 3. Go Mylena. Oh! I heard the rumours, but I didn't think they were true. Did you see that? Plus 60 at... Oh my word. We are definitely not going to win these... Well, it's only got one more thingy with him, but seriously, man, what? If we'd have won, we'd probably be levelling up right now. What? Seriously. Oh, my word. I'd heard the rumours, but that is ridiculous. Plus 60 attack. Well, it'll be plus 58 now, but whatever, technicalities. Oh. I'm sorry, Vansaar, but the spotlight has just shifted from you to how ridiculous that was. See, Vansaar should have that ability. He should. Or because he's a leader, make it... Actually, no, that would be very overpowered. If you made it plus 2 attack per life left. That would be an extra 24 right off the bat. then again, I've seen more powerful. No, it's not my fault we don't have stuff to say about Vansaar. It's the game's fault they made him so one-dimensional. Oh, that actually helps with my mission. Nice. Oh, okay. Still... Wait, how does that work? Lost against... Okay, how's this experience working? Lost against a 3-star. Oh, 2-star lost against 3-star, 890. 2-star, 1 against a 3-star, 890. That is silly. There should at least be a level up there. Oh well, what are you going to do? Davis, you're not going to win this, so go. But at least we get to have our Vansaar v Vansaar fight, which is nice. That's something else. If you're one of these people who's starting off and you have some developed cards and you really want to have a leader in your deck, I suppose you could use him to just throw stuff out there. Like, just throw him out. I mean, at least, if your opponent has SOA, you can just throw him out and not really an ability to stop there. I know it's not really an ability that's doing any use, but, bait cards, scapegoats, they can be useful. Come on. We haven't won this, but I do know that Vansaar is going to win here, and I do mean my Vansaar and not their Vansaar. Oh, what are you doing? No! I apologise for this, people. Blooming software manager. No, go away. I apologise again for that. Come on. I will say, I do like the level of command in Vansaar's artwork. He does look like someone who's been through quite a few wars, and he has commanded a lot of respect. Unfortunately, he hasn't commanded a lot of respect from a player point of view, or else people wouldn't go around saying that he sucks, that he's rubbish. I wouldn't say he's rubbish as such. He's just got, there's a different use to him. He's there to help. It's perfect. He's there to help new recruits. That's what he's there to do. He's there to help new recruits. And that's why they've given him an ability like that. Don't worry, I'm not just realising this. I'm just saying. That's his story. Like Eclore is all about the plants that have made their own environment, and they have pills in them in the artwork, and that's why she takes pills. That's her story. Come on. I actually shouldn't be surprised that there's quite a few developed cards in here, because when you're playing in training like normal, it's just one character that needs to be undeveloped. If you're playing no pills, you have to have no fewer than 3. And I was going to go in no pills, and then I thought actually I might run into that problem now of not getting any fights in. And you're -3 up power to a minimum of 4. So let's just throw Mylena in there, because we can do. And you're not that threatening, so okay. And you're probably thinking, Thara, why did you go in no pills? It's quicker and people don't mess about with amounts of pills and stuff. And I'm thinking, yeah, but I actually want a bit of a strategy here, as to how many pills I should. It keeps my brain still work. Oh, Mylena's now max level. It keeps my brain working as to how many pills I should use and stuff. Like keeps me in practice. So that's why I've gone into training and not no pills training, and who should we play? Well, you have +8 and you have +8 and you're a 6 and you're a 5. Let's put a couple of pills on you and see if we can actually win something. Wait, you go to 15. If they've played Spheric or Nobo Droid, they have to have played only one pill. I'm surprised there aren't more Vansaars about, unless people really want to stretch their time in the Lost Warehouse. No, because Lost Warehouse is good for missions. It's a good, you can happily lose fights in there, and it won't count. But mission, stuff like heal and heal and damage and rounds, they all count. If it's a mission and it doesn't involve knockouts or fight won, you can happily do it in Lost Warehouse. What am I doing there? I would spend more time in here, but to be honest, I couldn't really be bothered. I have better clans to spend time with, and better leaders to get used to. But yeah, it's a shit. I reckon Vansaar would see more play if they'd stuck maybe made him a 7/6. But then, he's pretty early on in the chain of leaders. I mean, I think it's either Hugo or Bridget that's after him, and they're both 7/5s. You don't start hitting the 8 power until you get to Ashigaru. And I think is Umbra level 25 or is that Ashigaru? I can't remember, but yeah, you start hitting the more like 8 power leaders and stuff, and more powerful leaders up the chain, so it does make sense that Vansaar's stats are as they are. Yeah, of course he won, so yeah, whatever. It's just like, where did you get all those extra pills from? Of course, Nobo Droid. Of course you'd do that. Whatever, it's not like these fights count. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that I don't have anything more to... Maybe you guys have more things to say about Vansaar in the comments. Please leave some, because I would like to hear your input. And seriously though, I don't get some people, right? Everyone was like, oh yay, new series and that. Really excited because it's a new series and talking about leaders and who works well with who and different clans and stuff. And I put the video for Timber and the first 2 ratings were thumbs down. Seriously, what is up with that? I know the whole video wasn't, but then when you're spending up to 5 or so minutes in a fight, not everything can focus on Timber, or else you've got nothing else to say about him once the first fight's over. Seriously, I mean, I'm glad it balanced out in terms of likes and dislikes, but that was just weird. I was like, oh, you people are fickle, what do you want from me? Hopefully you do want more Livin La Leader Loca, and there will be more in the next episode, which is, and I can't remember off the top of my head, you will find out for sure. I think is everyone getting max level now? Yay! Oh no, Nahomi, this is why we can't have nice things. I could up her right now, but let's up her. Way. This quicker thing on these workforce missions. But anyway, the next episode will be either Bridget or Hugo. If it's Bridget, it will be the rescue. If it's Hugo, it will be the Montana. So I shall see you guys next time. Sayonara.